Hey guys, this is MK again, and I'm just making a quick video tutorial for how to back up your iPhone, including everything like notes, contacts, pictures, etc., prior to upgrading. And the reason I'm doing this now, even though it's a little late, I know that I still have a lot of friends who haven't who haven't upgraded actually, because they're afraid to lose some of the valuable information. So, as you can see, I'm actually running a Mac, so what I'm going to do is explain this on the Windows through Parallels. Let's switch over to that for now. Alright, so once you're on your Windows and you plug in your iPhone, you should get a pop-up screen just like this. Now, if you do get this, it's great because you can navigate and do your whole video and pictures backup either by choosing import pictures and videos, which is right here, or you can go to open device file view files. Okay? If you do this, go ahead and it'll guide you through it step by step. What I'm going to do is explain how to do it this way. Now, in case you don't get this pop-up window right here, don't worry about it. You can either go to My Computer, or if you're using Windows 7, just click Start and go to Computer. Now, just make sure that you have this here clicked as drop-down so you can see your devices that are connected. Now, open that, double-click on that actually. And this is your internal storage, your hard disk basically, in your iPhone. Double click on that as well, and you will see a DCIM folder. Now this is the folder that should contain all your pictures and videos. And before we back up, you have to choose a location, a directory, to back up your folder to. So what I'm going to do is go to Start and back it up in Pictures. Right here you could create a new folder. Just 1 second, let me organize this. Okay, so right here you could create a new folder, right click anywhere in the blank space, go to New, and then Folder. You could call it something like iPhone Backup, for example. And as you see, it's right there and it's empty. Okay? Go to your DCIM, click on Copy, and then go here, right click, and click on Paste. Now, depending on how large your folder is, with how many pictures and videos you have, it might take a little bit of time. I don't have that many files, so it shouldn't take more than 5-6 minutes. You're going to see a little bit of a time calculation right here in a minute. Let this just load. And the reason it might be a little slow, as I mentioned earlier, I'm running Parallels virtual machine on the Mac. So yep, about 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. So I'll let that go through, and when it's done, we'll come right back. Alright, and once that's done, just to double check that everything backed up properly, it's a good idea to, the same backup that you copied, just right click on that, go to Properties, and you can see the size of your file right here, size or size on disk, either way, and go to your iPhone, just to double check that you're there, make sure you're on the right path, computer, your name, or the name of the iPhone, and then internal storage, DCIM. You can even check it on the side right here, see it has the iPhone selected. Properties. It should load a little bit and it should be about the same size. So yeah, let's just double check this one here. Yep, it's actually exactly the same size. Great, and the same amount of files. See, it contains this many files right here. Same thing with that one. Actually, let me zoom in on that. The file size right here, amount of files, and zooming on the other one. There we go. Okay, so you can close this, close that, exit out of this, exit out of that, and basically you're done with the pictures and videos. Next step is pretty simple. Go to your iTunes. You can either do that by going to search and just typing in iTunes, and it should show it to you right there. Or if you don't have it in your start menu, you can't find it in the shortcuts, basically go to Start, Computer, through your computer, go to your main drive, which is drive C, go to Program Files, and just click anywhere and hit I. Navigate through the I's until you find iTunes. And there it is. Okay. Double click on that, and you should have itunes.exe somewhere in that folder. Okay, and just run this. Double click it, and iTunes should run momentarily. Okay, so I don't really need to access the iTunes Store right now, so that's not a big deal. Just make sure you see your device right there on the left side menu where it says Devices. Okay, you can click on that. What you should really do here first is just right click and go to Backup. When you back up right there, it should take everything that it can back up, which is most likely the text messages, the apps if you have your phone authenticated. It should back up your notes if you have that fixed in these settings. Now, if you don't know whether you have the notes and everything else set up to back up, then here's what you should do. You see where it says Summary right there? Next to it should be a button where it says Info, or a tab, sorry. Click on that. And right in there, you can select to synchronize contacts. Now, it should give you a few choices. Don't worry about this. The reason it shows this for me is because I have iCloud, and if you have anything prior to 5.0, iOS 5.0, then it shouldn't show you that. Alright, so click on Sync Contacts With, and you can select what to sync with. I recommend using Outlook. Now, if you don't have Microsoft Office, you can just stick with Windows Contacts right there. If you're a person who has a Google account and you like to back things up there, go ahead. You can do that as well, or Yahoo Address Book. But my advice is go with Outlook, and just click Switch if that comes up. You can let that load for a little bit because it'll have to switch the whole system in case that you've already had that selected. Yeah, anyway. Alright, so basically just keep it on all contacts. Scroll down a little bit. I don't know if you'd like to sync your calendar or not. In my case, I have my calendar synced with my Mac, which is down here. So if you're using Windows, then yeah, go ahead and click that if you'd like. Now, syncing mail accounts is really up to you because it depends on what type of mail account you're using. If you're using something like Hotmail, Gmail, Yahoo, etc., you don't have to do this. You can just reinsert the settings on your phone and it'll basically have everything there as it used to be. And finally, others. This is where you guys would like to, sync your bookmarks or your notes. And this is also important because a lot of people save information on their phone through the notes and then just get them deleted without knowing. This is where you can fix that. So you can just click that. Finally, Advanced. Now, don't select this unless you want to delete what's on your iPhone and synchronize what's on your computer. That's what it basically says. Replace information on this iPhone. So it removes what's in your computer. Removes what's on your iPhone and puts in what's in your computer. As you can see here, during the next sync only, iTunes will replace the selected information on this iPhone with the information from this computer. Alright? Once you're done, go ahead and click Apply. Now, I'm not going to do that because I already have my phone synced with iCloud and with my iMac. So, once you click Apply, it'll take a while. It'll load everything here. Now, it might pop up something like unable to synchronize or transfer purchases named, and it'll give you the application name. If that does happen, click on Apps right here. Now, if you don't see anything here, it's because you don't have your iPhone synced or your iPhone app synced with your computer. And the way to do that is to authenticate or authorize your computer with your iPhone. Basically, just go to Store and then go to Authorize this computer. Now, once you do that, a little pop-up will come up asking you to put in your Apple ID and password. Once you're done, click Authorize. Now, keep in mind you have 5 computer authentications or authorizations available for you. I already have one on my iMac. I'm not going to do this one on here, but that's just the step that you got to follow. So one more time. Store, authorize this computer, put in username or Apple ID, which is most likely your email, and then your password, and then hit Authorize. When you do that, you can simply go back to your iPhone right here on the side, right click and go to transfer purchases. Once you hit that, all of your apps should synchronize with your iTunes. And that's it. Once you're done, simply go back to summary, click on update, and I should really update as well. Mine is 5.0, there's a 5.0.1. Once you hit update, if it's downloaded, great, you'll just start, updating the system software, etc. If it's not downloaded, it'll take a while to download, and you can just go from there. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me, whether on Twitter, on my YouTube channel, or Tumblr. I'll put this information in a link somewhere, and probably here. See you guys.